Okay, so just see here, this is a magnet. This is a magnet having north and south pole, and every magnet is having two types of lengths here. One is said to be geometric length. Geometric length means exactly from this end to that end is called as geometric length. Exactly from this edge to that edge it is called as geometric length here. Then what is the magnetic length? What is going to be the magnetic length? You know that north pole and south poles are residing little bit inside compared to the edge. North pole and south pole of a magnet is residing little bit inside of the edge here. Okay, so therefore magnetic length will be a little bit lesser. ML means magnetic length, GL means geometric length here. Magnetic length is a little bit inside compared to the geometric length. It is understood that geometric length is always greater than magnetic length. Okay, poles reside exactly little bit inside here. So you can write magnetic length is 5/6 times of geometric length here. Magnetic length is 5/6 times of geometric length. Okay, so what he is asking us to find out, magnetic length is given as 10 centimeters. He is asking us to find out what is the geometric length here. You can take it as 10, which is equal to 5/6 times of geometric length here. So geometric length is 10 into 6/5, that is 12 centimeters. Okay, so if it is the case, can you find out this distance? Yes, you have to find out the remaining distance now. How are you going to find out the remaining distance from the edge to the geometric length? Edge of the geometric length and edge of the magnetic length. What is this distance? Can you find out this distance now? How are you going to find out that distance? I will tell you the formula for that. It's very simple here. What you need to do here is, you have to take geometric length minus magnetic length by 2. Because I want only this part. I want this edge of the magnet and edge of the pole. This distance I want. So geometric length minus magnetic length will give both the distances here. Then if I do the divided by 2, then you will be getting this length here now, isn't it? The remaining length. So geographic length is how much? Geometric length is how much? 12 minus 10/2. 1 centimeter. So this remaining part from here to here is taken as 1 centimeter. Okay, come on. See here, what do you mean by inverse square law? I am taking one magnet having north pole and south pole, and the other magnet having north pole and south pole. Like that, I am taking one more example. Here I am taking a south pole and north pole. I am taking here north pole and south pole. You all know that opposite poles attract. This is attraction, and the same poles will repel. Okay, so here attraction takes place, there repulsion takes place. Now, if the distance between the two poles is taken as d, okay, if the distance of two poles is taken as d here, then it is either the force of attraction or the force of repulsion is directly proportional to, either the force of attraction or repulsion is directly proportional to product of the charge, product of the pole strengths. What is the meaning of pole strength? See here, I'll tell you the meaning of pole strength here. Every magnet is having one north pole and one south pole, and it's having strength here. This is M and this is M, isn't it? There are two pole strengths for each magnet. What is the meaning of pole strength? I'll tell you. Pole strength is given by letter M here. Okay, pole strength is given by letter M. What is the meaning of pole strength? It is simple. The strength of the pole to attract or repel. The strength of the pole either to attract or to repel is called as pole strength. Understand? So two poles are having same pole strength. Just like you are having two hands, both the hands are having same energy, either right hand or left hand. Do you feel left hand is having more energy because you are using more? It's not like that, isn't it? So both are having same strengths. Similarly, both the poles are having same strength for a single magnet here. So we shall discuss about this now. See, force is directly proportional to product of the pole strengths here. If this magnet is having pole strength M1 and M2, then force is directly proportional to product of the pole strengths, and force is inversely proportional to square of the distance between them. Force is inversely proportional to square of the distance between them. Okay, if you join these two, then what are you going to get? Force is directly proportional to m1 m2 by d square. F is equal to k m1 m2 by d square, where k is called as proportionality constant. K is called as proportionality constant. Then what is the value of k here? K is equal to mu naught by 4 pi. The value of k is mu naught by 4 pi. What is the value of mu naught? What is mu naught actually? It is called as permeability of free space. It is called as permeability of free space. What is the meaning of permeability? The name itself says ability to permit attraction or repulsion. Ability to permit attraction or repulsion is called as permeability. Name itself says that. And it is the property, permeability is not, it is not the property of magnets. Okay. The second point is, it is not the property of magnets, but it's the property of medium you are going to consider. Understand? You are born in a Kurnool city. Here also opposite poles attract. Boys and girls get attracted. But here parents does not allow. Medium is not supporting you. Because of which you are closing all the holes and sitting somewhere quietly without opening anything. But when you go to cities, if you go to city for 1 year, what happens, you know? The medium which is surroundings will change you completely. First time I went to Hyderabad, first college. The name of the college is Ratna Junior College. Co-education was there. Boys and girls sitting side by side. They are exchanging the letters. The girl is writing a letter, that girl is giving to the boy, boy is repelling into that. I am seeing this when I got a lot of, I get frustrated. I scolded these fellows. Useless fellow, this is a class or park. What you are thinking about that? Get lost of my class, it was scolded. Because that was new to me. As soon as college is over, I didn't see boys go, both two boys or two girls separately. Combination is there. North Pole and South Pole attracting together and going. When I scolded them, principal called me. He said, "What are you doing? This college is having more admissions because of co-education only. As you are coming from rural background, you don't know the maturity of the students." Don't scold them. Tell them don't do all these things here. You can do afterwards. I was shocked. Oh, if I stay here, then definitely one girlfriend also can be maintained by myself. Maybe any teacher like that. Okay, so I was very much frustrated. But afterwards, I also understood. Then after a few days, I said, exchanging letters. Oh, letter you are exchanging. Let me see. Spelling mistake is there. Grammar should be there. So this happens. Okay, so what is going to happen now? This is getting converted. Mu naught by 4 pi m1 m2 by d square. So mu naught is the property of a medium. It is not the property of a magnet. So permeability is nothing but ability to attract or repel. Ability of a medium. It is the property of a medium which allows our attraction or repulsion. So this is called as the inverse square law explanation. Come on. Now just see here. One small example I am giving you. There is a magnet having north pole and south pole. Pole strengths are given here. What is that pole strength here? For example, there is another magnet. Having 10 ampere meters pole strength, and this magnet is having pole strength of 40 ampere meters, and they have been separated by a distance 20 centimeters. Okay, so definitely north poles are there, means force of attraction will be there, or repulsion will be there. Opposite poles repel, either it is a force of attraction or repulsion, both will be same. If you turn this magnet, attraction will be there, that is also same. Then how are you going to find out the force here? By using that formula here. You should remember that. Okay, so the formula is like this: mu naught by 4 pi m1 m2 by d square. D is 20 centimeters. So 20 into 10 power minus 2 meters. Convert this into meters. Then F is equal to, you should know the value of mu. So the value of mu naught is 4 pi into 10 power minus 7. 4 pi into 10 power minus 7 by 4 pi into m1 is how much? Let it be 10 and 40. And d is going to be how much? 20 into 10 power minus 2 whole square. Calculate this one and get the answer. And the next thing is, after getting this force, how much you are going to get, let us see. Once you get this force, let this force is considered as F1. Then find the force when the distance is reduced to 10 another. Distance is reduced to 10 means distance has been reduced to half. That means d1 is d, d2 is d by 2. Okay. And the force is inversely proportional to distance square. Pole strengths are same here. What is happening here? Only distance is reduced. Then what happens? F2 by F1 is equal to d1 by d2 whole square. So F2 by F1 is equal to d1 is d only, d2 has become d by 2 whole square. F2 by F1 is equal to 4. This is going to be 4 here now. So F2 will become 4 times of F1. So whatever the value you are getting for F1, that should be multiplied with 4. So when the distance is reduced to half, then what happens? Force is quadrupled. Doubled only, quadrupled. 4 times. It becomes 4 times. That is the answer. Come on.